Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of Soul Support's Hearts in Action. For those of you new to Soul Support, we provide tools and experiences that align you with light and source above and Mother Earth below. From this powerful alignment, you can more fully open your heart to the world and your loved ones and live to the fullest expression of who you are with grace and ease. For those, again, who might be unfamiliar with Soul Support, you can visit the website at soulsupportsystems.org for more information about the organization and programs that are offered. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Gina Carucci. I happen to be a soul recognition facilitator and a HeartThread practitioner. And this is our inaugural interview, one of that we hope will consist of many going forward. And we're so happy to have with us today Claudia Sabino, our first interviewee, and she will be telling us a bit about herself and her HeartThread experience. And before we do that, Claudia, I just want to let our listeners know what HeartThread is. HeartThread, as you know, Claudia, is a gift of the heart that restores balance through listening to the wisdom of the body. In a HeartThread session, life patterns of unresolved trauma, grief, and hurt are gently released. This returns the natural flow of love and joy to the body and creates a new way of being. And so, Claudia, welcome. Thank you for being our first person to share your experience with Soul Support as an organization and most specifically with HeartThread. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, Gina. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And my name is Claudia Sabino. I'm Brazilian. And I'm here in the States for more time than I used to live in Brazil. And I had a fantastic experience with HeartThread, the Soul Support, the Witnessing Tuesday is the program that I participated and very glad to share with you.
Great, thank you. Can you tell, before you tell us about the experience, how did you get to Soul Support? What brought you in to even investigate the organization?
So I'm a soul searcher, and I read Flo's book, I Remember Union, and it touched my heart a lot. I'm in fact a therapist, an art therapist, and always searching for the movements of the soul and how I can live better in this world. And after that, I participated in an event that she had talking about Mary Magdalene, and then something that she did with the essences that I started taking. That's how I got through HeartThread. And when, 2 weeks ago, I went through a very, very hard moment of my life that I was kind of drowning and really going through a lot. And Flo had suggested that if I may, go to this Witnessing Tuesday, and it was a big, big blessing for me.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I guess then why don't you share with us your experience about HeartThread?
So the experience for me was, like I was saying, because I was in a moment of deep, deep sorrow and sadness. I kind of I was like really immersed in this sadness that I couldn't see anything. And the intention that I had for that session was for me to receive a better understanding of the situation and how things were happening, and for me to get a glimpse and have a chance to live and to go through in a different way. And it was very, very transformative for me in many, many levels. What I felt is that I was present with others, with people that could hear me and also offer to me insights and words of wisdom that touched my heart in a way that could open me to truly let go of what was really afflicting me. But was not just a letting go. It was an opportunity to truly understand and reframe what I was going through to a different light, and to recognize my own strength and power, and to stay strong in that place so I could see beyond what was happening, and I could reframe the whole situation to a place that brought me peace and like a chance to sleep again and not to be so afflicted the way I was. And also an opportunity to, because of that, to connect to different ways of my thinking, that I could not be calling in all these disturbances for myself, but to open to what is in a different way and accept what it was from a very, very different place. I felt that people like Flo and others that were participants of the group could really touch all aspects that I needed to see. And they were showing me places that I knew was true within me. And the love was so genuine that because of that, I could be fully open and trusting what they were talking to me, because they were talking about my own truth.
That's beautiful. So, are you able to articulate maybe what has changed for you since that? How long ago was the experience?
Was in fact not even a week ago. Was last Tuesday.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I can articulate very well. Like I said, was an opportunity to reframe the situation to a different light. Naturally reframe, because seeing the truth of what it was and not what I was projecting in the time gave me the opportunity to really see and feel in a different way that I was so afflicted feeling and immersed with that situation, and gave me not only tools, because I can see that sometimes our patterns and things that we live are so habitual that they keep coming back. And throughout this week, what I'm noticing within myself is that what I was given were incredible images that allowed me to, like I said, to see and to reframe the whole situation. And I can recall, because this was recorded to me too, so I can listen again. And I did. And the images were so potent that I can recall these images and these feelings that I was given to support me to navigate this moment in a different way, not worrying and not immersed in the affliction, but knowing that life has its course and trusting that I'm doing my best and I'm part of a bigger picture here, and that I could trust. And I feel supported, I feel loved, and I feel encouraged to continue this process in the best way that I could ever imagine.
And so I think at the beginning you said that you felt a profound sadness. And so has that shifted or changed at all for you?
Yes, it really did. Because I think the sadness had to do with the way that I was seeing and feeling things, and framing and projecting into the situation that I was living, which was not easy. But I don't need to see that way. I can see the same situation with different eyes, with different tonality, and be open to what it is and see in a very different light. That's what changed it.
And so would you say then your days since your HeartThread have been progressing maybe with more grace and ease and less angst pre your HeartThread?
Yes, for sure. For sure. I was really in the moment not able to sleep because I was tormented with all these images that kept coming to my field, and what could happen, and like projecting all these horrible scenarios. And with the HeartThread session, I stopped doing this. I stopped projecting. And I've been working on myself in many ways, like in so many levels. But this specific, and I'm very blessed, but I feel like this specific session was a big, deep healing for me, and I'm very grateful for that.
Was there something that you have taken away with you that you hold on to, and you don't necessarily have to share it?
Yes. Like I said, I received beautiful images and also words that I can connect to them because they are very true to me. So yes, I've been seeing myself repeating that I'm wise, that I remember who I am and who my son is, and that I will hold that space, and that I have patience and I trust. And also many, like I said, the images that I was offered was more than a comfort, was like really open up space within me to trust and to care for myself in a different level. Yeah, it was very potent and beautiful.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Claudia, for sharing that. Before we wrap things up here, is there anything else that you would like to say or add? Any other programs that you'll be participating in because of your experience in HeartThread with soul support?
Well, I would like to thank all the participants in Flow and everybody that are doing this work profoundly. And I send all my love and profound gratitude for this beautiful work that you are doing. I hope that with the love that I received, be unfolding back to each one of you so you can continue to do this work in even more potent ways. I also feel like very curious and interested in learning more myself, so I can maybe be of benefit for others. And I wish that so many more people could know about it and receive this beautiful, beautiful healings and opportunities that through this work can come about.
Well, that's beautiful. I'm so grateful that you've been able to share your experience with us and those that'll listen to this little interview here and maybe be prompted to take the step that you took to receive the gift of healing that occurs truly on an energy level, outside of what our minds are able to understand at the time. And yet the messages resonate with the body, and that's where the change occurs first in the field of the heart. And I think you did a beautiful job of articulating that and sharing that with the listener. Thank you.
I just want to add one more quick thing, is that sometimes we are so closed, our hearts are so closed that we cannot even look for something like this. But if you come about HeartThread, I would tell you, just go and experience and try to see for yourself, because it is such a gentle, kind, and truthful way that I think you would love it.
That's beautiful, Claudia. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your experience. We really appreciate it.
It's my true joy.
Thank you so much.